What wasn't so tall?
Nothing is the tall.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Okay, we're back to it. So, my door keeps doing weird things. So, you guys were leaving the massive but strangely open and almost primitive biotech factory that produces spices and dyes and teas and all sorts of things out of the amazing ooze plants of the general area.
The perfect place to
Around
mask a
Larvik.
bomb making operation.
It could be a bomb making operation. You do not know. So, what is the plan now?
Safari.
Safari.
Okay. So you guys head around through the building. You see all these people, like the square building outside of the factory floor, where all the vats are. It has various things in it, like lunch rooms, and they even have like a place for some employees, like a barracks kind of thing for employees. You kind of move past all that sort of stuff and out towards another, like, kind of a modest neighborhood, a little bit nicer than the industrial sector. Actually, a little bit more spiffed up than the Spice Souk, although that was all prettied up by its denizens and merchants and stuff. This sector, this region of this neighborhood of the city is loud. There's a lot of people around. There are some stores, various things like that. You see the Safari Lodge that you've heard about is there. You can see it in the distance, right against the wall, and there's a giant gate. You hear quite a bit of noise because there's there's some animals in pens. On one side, and on the other side there's like a general marketplace and like basically like a big warehouse, kind of open air warehouse where they have people basically packing things onto flats to be moved to the warehouse, or maybe packing them into even some like standard 20-ton storage containers like your launch would pull. And the building you're talking about is almost like a gatehouse. It's like quite a large building, a bit like a longhouse, but it's like 2 stories tall. And the bottom story is got a bunch of pillars and it's open air. And there's people moving around and barking and that sort of thing. What are you guys doing? Are you heading directly to the lodge, or did you want to look around this area in general?
Lodge?
Yeah, I think my crew is pretty intent on getting to the safari.
Okay.
Unless we see something suspicious. I mean, my reading showed that, this spice stuff was the wrong track. So
Yeah. Okay, so you head towards
You rolled a 1.
the Safari Lodge. There's a large holographic sign flashing in different languages that has kind of built-in translation. So when you read it, different translations pop up, and it's like it basically says professional safari hunters. There's an ad. Basically, you can take tours of the jungle, see all the wonders of Finvar and all that.
Let's shoot them.
And see how we collect the amazing biomaterials of Finvar for all the amazing spices you have just bought at the
Let's have removed our free spacer and whatnot insignia. on the way there.
Oh, do we want to take our EVA suits on this trip? Because
Are you going back to the ship to get all that stuff, or are you just going to go up and talk to these people and act like tourists? Whoever's a hacker type, whoever wants to do that, you could inscribe yourself some alternative ID if you wish.
I'm not really a hacker, no.
That would be
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah, that would be an inscription programming task. Oh, inscription code task.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
I code. That's me.
Really?
I have 3 dice now.
Wow. Okay, cool.
I changed it 2 sessions ago. I was like, I'm going to use this.
Okay, let's look at it. Ooh, this. I don't know what's going on with my mouse. Okay, yeah, you do have that. So, what are you trying to do? You're trying to give yourselves all just information so they don't go, hey, those are free spacers. Or are you trying to like give yourselves like full-on backgrounds and stuff? That's going to be like a big project.
It'll be harder.
Okay, so if you can just do a standard roll,
You can tell me what I could do. Is it after the roll?
the base roll, you could just put up some fake names and make them look pretty legit that you're from off-world and you're
As long as I don't do any deeper digging, right?
Yeah. If they don't go and like look you up, it'll be fine. And that will be let me
Nobody can do
double
that.
check
Nobody
the
can do that.
difficulty of
They're incapable.
that.
So, yeah, should I?
Yeah, I'm just double checking what I think the difficulty should be.
I got overcharged, so I have to. I don't know, but
Yeah, I'd say it's probably 4.
okay.
Yeah, it's 4.
I don't know
Make
if I
a
get
fake
anything.
ID.
I don't know if I get anything from burning charge though. This, do I?
You can use your development kit,
Okay.
but you don't have a development kit,
No, that's the thing.
so you have to spend 2.
2. Okay,
So
so
you
I'll
have to
spend my
spend your
overcharge.
overcharge and 1 point. You
Okay.
have to do
Okay,
this stuff.
I'll do that. Makes sense. Okay, so
So reduce your charge to 2.
got it. And code.
And so you get your code plus you get 1 die
Okay,
for
it's
the
4,
development
right?
kit. So you should have 4, and the difficulty is 4. Okay, great.
What?
Okay, so you all have fake names, or you're basically all listed as pretty much like.
Duty McDuderson.
What would you have listed you guys as? Like mid-level XMI dudes or something? Like who are you listed as?
Tourists. No.
Just, yeah, XMI
Yeah.
businessman.
XMI nobodies.
Yeah, so you're listed as like mid-level XMI guys on they're basically touring about. And so you walk into the lodge, and like I said, the bottom floor is kind of open air with lots of pillars holding up the second level, which looks like it could have offices or something. But the bottom level is where they seem to be doing all the commercial activity. There's no front desk, but there's groups of like guides collecting people and talking to them and that sort of thing. Are you just going to talk to one of these or look around differently, try to find the boss? What's your plan here?
I feel confident that nobody's gonna. Everybody's gonna think you are who you are.
I want one of those weapons. How do I get the tour where I get to make one?
Okay, so you walk in, you're looking around. There seems to be like different levels and different types of tours going on. There's like the spice tour, where they try to take you down the lines of collecting the spice. It seems like a bit of a way of allowing them to both collect spice and get some tourist money at the same time, and maybe even get the tourists to do the work. Although they probably are just more a pain than they're really worth. And there's also a hunting tour where you go out on looking for a big safari, and there's 3-day deep jungle tours, and there's a couple other variations like that. And there does seem to be a group of people who you recognize as hunters. Are all wearing those pants and carrying the little staves and stuff. So what seems to happen as you're kind of standing around for a bit is you'll see a group of tourists go over, and there's this lifted area where they all sit on pillows and stuff, and want to walk over there, and one of the hunters would get up and come talk to them, and then they'll move off. And if there are not enough people, start gathering more people to the one tour.
Sweet.
But it's not obvious they always need 12, because I always see 12 people leaving. It seems to be maybe it's just the cost or something. They try to get more depending on the type of tour or something. It's hard to tell. So, what do you guys do?
Talk to one of the hunter dudes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys walk over to the hunter...
Get some pillow space.
The hunter Plantoff platform, whatever it would be called. And there's a group, there's several there. There's one kind of at the back who looks like might more be in charge. It's hard to tell.
You need to get a specialty package from him.
That looks like a
private.
It's like a human, kind of looks like they're a bit in charge, and pretty much everything else that you can imagine. There's even a Atlas, who's kind of standing there, a little bit stained, because they have white, because they have calcium in their skin, and those are the bird kind of people. So there's one kind of standing to the side like that.
Cool.
But they're all kind of stained because of, I guess, spices and stuff. So are you going to try to talk to one in particular, or just see who comes to you?
Where are we going with? What are we trying to do? Other than getting a cool weapon. Anybody got any ideas?
Well,
maybe if we get a private, safari type thing, we might be able to ask a little bit more questions from the people who run it, because they're out and about all the time. Maybe they've seen something. Maybe they can take us to something. Maybe we can reveal ourselves to them out there. I'm actually a secret agent on a mission. Can you?
Yeah, you could total recall them.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just thinking if we can trace down the raw materials that went into making those bombs, we can then trace them up the line to the terrorists.
But we know.
The other thing that was suggested by Paul last week was, I believe Noob Deep found out there were French people in the general vicinity of where you are right now.
Right.
And you could try to search down the Marquis Rue angle.
Yeah.
That was brought up last time. That's why I'm bringing it up, because it's probably been a week and nobody seemed to remember.
I do remember that.
So,
right.
What are you going to say? Who are you going to talk to? What are you going to do?
All right, New Deep, this is your show, man.
Oh, I'm just gonna basically follow what the other.
So you just walk up.
Some of the pillows, like an empty group of pillows, sit down and.
You lay down.
There's a platform, and the hunters seem to be the only people on them, and on this platform, sitting on pillows. So when you walk up towards the platform, the hunter at the back, who I said kind of looks like in charge, kind of looks over at you and kind of waits for you to say something. A couple others also seem like they're slightly interested. What do you say?
I wish to craft a boulder spear like you all.
Most of them don't have don't have those. They have their little pikes, which are like these extendable pikes and stuff. But some of them do, and there's a set of boulder spears, like you said, like mounted on the wall behind the guy who said kind of looks in charge. That's probably why he looks in charge, because he's sitting up on a taller pillow and has these boulder spears crossed up behind him. And they kind of look at you and they laugh a little bit. You want to kill Boulder, do you?
I don't want to kill one. I just want to buy a spear. Can I just buy one? Just kidding.
Do you say that?
Yeah. Can you buy one?
They look at you and shake your head. I think they make some knockoffs in the spice souk. If you looked around, you might find them.
But forgive my ignorance. Just
we don't want knockoffs. We want the real thing. Plus, for me, it's less about the spear. It's more
sounds dangerous.
The fight.
So the guy who looks like he's in charge, he kind of laughs. He kind of walks over to you, and he looks you guys over. So, mid-level XMI guys out for some fun. Decide to go kill some dangerous beasts on the wilds of Finvar, eh?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
He puts out his hand to you, Noob Deeb, to shake your hand. He goes, I am Len Le Guin.
Glenn Le Guin?
Len Le Guin.
Glenn Le Guin. Is he an Aunok, or is he?
He's a human.
He's a human. All right. Well, I guess he'll get a tentacle shake.
Does he have like a Frenchy accent?
His accent isn't particularly French. His name is kind of French, but Le Guin is Guin.
Huh.
But no, he doesn't have a particularly French name. He looks you over and goes, "So, you want the big kind of tour, private, or should we grab some more to give you some extra guns?"
Private.
Okay.
That's what I say.
Okay, that sounds good.
I don't want extra guns point. I don't want tourists with guns.
He looks around and you notice the Alatus steps up and he's like, "I'll take them. I know exactly where there's some boulder. Real easy too. I think there's only a couple of them. They usually come in large packs."
Me, Dave, are you gonna take that? Thanks.
I don't want
plenty for at least a couple spears.
Ooh,
and
sounds good to me.
Le Guin looks at this other one and goes, this is Vartarnar.
Vartarnar?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Va. V-A-U. Tarnar.
Valtarnar.
Yes. He is an excellent hunter. Although, we know you fly away sometimes when things get trouble, don't you, Va? And he looks at him and goes, "Well, it's natural ability. I can fly, you cannot. I take advantage of what I can. So, you wish to see the wilds of the jungle and kill the dangerous boulder, do you?"
I just want a cool staff.
I want to kill
Did you say that?
I'm just kidding. Yes, I wish to fight the mighty beast.
It's like, excellent. I shall head out. Are you ready to go now, or do you need to get anything?
Do you recommend that we get something?
Try to get an EVA suit.
Do we need armor for this?
We're going on a hunt. Bring anything you wish. You will be riding those beasts. So then he points over, and you see what looks kind of like... it kind of looks like a raptor, except it's shelled. So it's got these like little shells all down, and they're kind of this green color with like orange like colored streaks that go down depending on the one. Like this one has it from the eyes, and then they go down the back. Another one has it from the mouth, and they kind of go down. And there's like a few of them, and they tend to just start somewhere like a joint or eyes or something like that, and they streak down the body towards the tail, and the tail kind of curves back, and it just kind of ends kind of oddly, and it's obvious that they removed some sort of maybe stinger or something from it.
Gross.
And
So gross. So gross.
they point at them and yes, you can buy some riding trousers, or if you have something else, any sort of standard armors, or even your EVA suits as you suggest, they would be fine as well. But the shells can abrade quite badly.
Probably should.
We mold the shell quite well with you notice that their shell isn't kind of natural around the center. It looks like it's been like slightly sculpted using some sort of chemical maybe or something acid. The shell's been slightly changed so it'd be slightly easier to ride, but it's still a shell with like things in it. So if you just sat on it, you'd pinch your skin or your tentacles in there.
What do you call the beast? What are they called?
They're called torque.
Torque.
Torque. Tourqu. Torque.
Cool.
Oh no U on the end. Sorry, I was say just ends with Q.
Cool.
So yeah, maybe we do
let's
our
go.
armor.
Yeah, we need to go. Yeah.
So like, yes, well, if you wish to get that, I will be waiting for you here. I will be getting them ready. So is it just the three of you? Any other crewmates or soot that you wish to bring? You should bring everyone. It'd be good fun.
All right. I think it's just the three of us.
Okay. So he's giving that look like now it's time to talk about cost. Who's going to negotiate the cost with him?
Not me.
Captain? The holder of the purse strings?
Yeah, I guess so.
Come on, sugar daddy.
Okay, so you got a private deal. This is actually kind of expensive.
It's fine. We're gonna dine and dash anyway.
We are?
We're gonna write it off as a business expense.
Yeah, there we go.
They're gonna be so impressed by New Deep's aptitude. They're gonna be like, "It's free."
Yeah, I'm gonna do it without armor.
Yeah, do it naked like Beowulf.
Okay. So, you need to roll economy, commerce. And the difficulty is 4. So if you want, you can use charge to use your local credits.
Do you want a charge of mine, Captain?
You want to charge that economy up?
Um,
Of course, I might need it for the fight.
yeah, I can use my own. Doesn't matter. I guess I'll use it. I mean, we're probably just gonna fail this, but here goes nothing.
If you roll without it, you're gonna charge for sure, but because it's a desperate action, right? Because you only have 2 dice.
Yeah, but no, it's all right. We'll try to succeed.
You can do it. Oh.
Not as bad as it could have been, I guess.
Okay. So, okay, so you are technically tapped which means that you lose this credit that you bought.
That is expensive.
Yeah.
That's hell of it.
So I have to look at the rules on that because it doesn't work as well as I thought it did back in the old version. So we'll be changing that slightly. But anyways, so you pretty much you pay and you realize it's costing you a lot. And do you guys go back to the ship and get your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys get back to your ship and they're all back and everything's ready and you see it's him and he's got a tark for each of you and an extra one with a bunch of baggage on it. And he has his little like spear lamp, his little like retractable lance, and he's getting on and he's like, no group is heading out for the rest of the evening. You notice it's actually it's getting close to evening here, I believe. What
We can't
planet
go
are we
today?
on? It's got a 28-hour day. Yeah, so you guys have been here pretty much for a good chunk of a day because you did all the morning in there and then you flew over here. So it's actually getting in the evening right now, and he's like, night's the best time to hunt them. And he looks at your suits up and down. And he's like, those look like quality. Those definitely look like quality EVA suits. You should be very well protected.
Good. What do you guys use when you hunt?
He's basically dressed in. He's wearing those pants. He's got this little thing. He's wearing like this breastplate like device. He has
So
like
do
a
you have
little
some kind of
shield
armor?
module as well.
Okay. Tell me about these boulders. How big are they? How dangerous are they? I'm just.
Did you ask him about that?
Yes.
Okay, so we're doing this also while we ride then. So you guys head out. You're riding these tarks.
Right.
The big gates open, and you head out into the jungle. And there's this path cut. The slime keeps kind of moving in on the path to try to get the light that's kind of coming through, and it hits like they put a sprinkle of like that non-stick material down like gravel, and so it has a hard time moving through, but some of them are in the path. And as he goes by and he sees some of the slime in the path, he's got that lance device. He pulls that out and he fires at it, and it's basically like a weird, it's a blaster really, that so he kind of just short range and puts out this kind of blast, and it smashes it and it dies. It burns it away, and he keeps moving along. And your tarks get going quite quickly. And so you're riding next to him, and you ask him about the boulders, and he starts to describe them. He says, "Oh yes, you probably have never seen one, of course. The tark are fierce beasts. When you first see them, you'll believe they are rocks. They're massive." They're huge creatures with stone-like shell. They roll up in a ball and roll down on top of you as an ambush. And then they'll spring free, and all of their limbs will come on you and attack and eat you. And even if you're dead, they get every piece of flesh, as they have special mandibles that can sort through the ooze to find the flesh. Quite vicious.
Scary.
When they spring open, you'll see they'll have a variety of colors, spots, orange spots on the inside.
Kind of like giant pill bugs or something.
Yeah, basically it's describing a giant pill bug or centipede or something that rolls up in a big boulder shape. That's why they call them boulders.
Right, that makes sense. So what are the? So tell me how does one? Is there a weak spot? How does one slay?
Well, the trick, my friend, is to wait until they spring out of their boulder form. In boulder form, they have an extreme amount of armor and are very dangerous, difficult to hurt. But once they open up, they're a lot easier to kill.
They have a soft underbelly, hard shell.
Yes.
So we dangle some bait, and like hasty human from a branch,
Yes.
so that they uncurl, and then they reach up.
Yeah. You only get one bite.
And then some brave Onok comes in and guts them.
Saves the day. I don't think so. Dude, come on.
He tells you that the most dangerous place to be is at the bottom of a valley or something, because they like to use the hills as an advantage to gain speed and knock you down and then consume you. Flip open and consume you.
Wow. But how do you know if it's not a... I'm just kidding.
That is also dangerous. Some hunters try to do ridge lines, but it's so very difficult to tell the difference between a boulder and some rocks.
Right.
And so many of them have walked past whole packs and never seen them. Because they like to sit in the sun.
So you kind of do have to have some kind of... They have to basically attack for you to engage them. So that's
pretty much
dangerous. Very dangerous.
So we hunt them at night.
Yes. At night they are quite active, because they sit in the sun during the day, soaking up the heat through their rocky shells. But the planet is hot enough. They must just enjoy the heat. I'm not a scientist, but perhaps the heat used for something in their bodies. I do not know.
They could be cold-blooded.
Somebody roll. What do they use it for? I need to know.
Okay.
What kind of roll would that be?
Biosciences.
Biosciences?
It would be a biosciences, probably agriculture.
What would the difficulty be?
Just to randomly know without even a sample.
Probably like 10.
It'd probably be like... It's not that big of a deal. It's likely that they just use the heat as part to digest their food or something like that.
So I was thinking maybe something I could use against them. Like create some artificial heat.
They like heat. It's probably
They
what
like
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, it's hot as fuck already. Like, if you've left the city and none of the roofs are blowing the air conditioning down on you, it's very hot. It's like 40 degrees. It's getting a little cooler in the night, so it's dropping into like high 35s.
It's like what, like 180 degrees Fahrenheit? Something.
I don't know. I don't know the Fahrenheits. I think it's probably like 80 degrees, 90 degrees or something.
Cool.
Okay, so you guys are heading through the jungle. So are you just hunting, or are you going to talk to this guy, or do you want to look for the source of these stuff? Like, you talked about several different things, so...
Yeah, we should think about when we should bring up the French people near the city.
The Marquis de Roux?
Yeah, how we could bring that up casually without,
He seems kind of genial for a lattice. I mean, he's massive, tall.
Yeah, I mean, if we bring them up, we should just... we should talk about it as in terms of like the attacks back on the other planet, not as having to do anything to do with here.
Okay.
Let them volunteer that information if there's any connection between them in here.
I could just say, I heard a French speaker in the market yesterday. Strange. There were any French speakers around?
So you're just going to racial profile?
Is that strange?
It's not too bizarre. I mean...
It's so bizarre.
Well, I mean, it is a bazaar.
A bazaar. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the other.
Okay, so what are you saying to this guy? You want to try to get him to talk?
You got it.
I would just bring up the attacks back on the planet that I totally remember the name of.
Okay. Daoni?
Daoni, yes.
Daoni.
And just be like, man, did any of that affect you guys on Finvar? Or?
Okay. When you bring it up, he's like, "Oh, that was such a shame. I can't believe this sort of thing is happening nowadays." Do you want to do an insight?
Sure. Rolling dice has been working out really well. Why not?
It's fun for you guys.
Well, we got rid of all the bad rolls, so
Yeah,
right.
I'm sure.
Means the next one's better.
What's the difficulty?
5.
5.
Holy shit! This is why he wants you to roll.
What's this guy? He's an Atoli?
He's an Atlas.
Atlas.
A Latlas.
A Latlas. That's it.
Tellus. A Tellus. Sorry, we came up with this name like a long time ago. And
Those Altaluses, man. Apparently they're tough to read.
well, they do have calcium skin, so.
Oh,
That's pretty good, though.
yeah, it's pretty good for tonight.
Yeah. Okay. So,
God damn.
he seems like he's pretty genuine. He's just kind of like, oh yeah, that's pretty. He doesn't seem like he's like, oh, it's not that big of a deal to him. I mean, he lives so far from that. He's a mountain guide out in the middle of nowhere. Probably doesn't seem to. I think you get pretty much that he's more like he's actually just like, oh yeah, that's bad. You city people are shooting each other, kind of thing, than anything. So you're having this conversation, and you're moving through the woods, or through the jungle. It's very odd when you're moving through the jungle because it's like things are moving everywhere because the plants don't stay still. They move around because they're all like ooze.
That is weird.
Right. So you move through, and he starts cutting through up the hill, and he points down into a valley, and he's like, I think some of the ones up on the hill there. See those two? He points to 2 rocks on the other side of, I believe 2 of those rocks up there are probably boulders.
Do they in fact look totally like rocks then?
They
really do look like rocks, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you can roll if you want to roll perception to try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I will.
But he's pointing out at these rocks. It's it's getting quite dark now. If you didn't have your heads-up display and all that stuff, your scanners, it would be really hard. It's quite difficult to see right now. So you want to pretty much roll. Why doesn't everybody just roll alertness?
And an alertness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll take the highest. And we'll add to the lowest.
Alertness. Ooh, I can do that. What's the diff?
The difficulty is 4.
4. Ooh. No advantage. Oh yeah. I'm on the prowl. Gonna hunt me some boulder.
Okay, so You definitely see them. Where the hell is my sheet? Oh, it's right in front of me. You definitely see the ones he's pointing at. Got a -1 in this. Okay, so I did the bowl. So yes, New Deep, you do see them. The ones he's pointing at. You see there's a slight movement. They're kind of rocking a little. They're rounder than the rocks around them. Although there are some generally rounder rocks around too, so to take quite an eye to notice them, you really have to know what you're looking for.
Clever design. So how does it work? Do we...
Well, someone has to go down there, and then they will attack. I would suggest you do it together. There are at least 2. Some could be up there as well. It's hard to tell.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Okay,
Do we have a sneaky plan? Do we have a sneaky plan? Or are we just going to charge headlong?
I can't think of one. Somebody, we shouldn't
I thought
go.
of one, but you didn't like it.
Don't group up. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, no, I don't like that one. I think
Okay,
just
so-
don't bunch up.
He's willing to go with you, and the 4 of you can spread out.
Is
if
there any
you
higher
wish.
ground?
They need the higher ground, so they'll actually attack. Otherwise, they will just sit there,
Right.
and you won't be able to tell which ones are which. And
All right.
you
I'm
could
over
try to
it.
attack them like this, but he suggests that you go down into the valley, and when they come towards you, get out of the way, and when they unfold, attack them.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if I could keep my compatriots safe. I could act as some kind of bait, get them to attack me while everybody else is off to the both flanks.
Do you dodge well?
No, but I have lots of armor and endurance.
You might want to be able to dodge, but yeah. You
Dodge.
could endure it. You could just endure it with your shields.
Dodging? What's that?
It would be
Parkour,
either
right?
shields or dodging to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have.
To just take the attack, brace yourself for the attack.
Yeah.
So who's all going down?
I am.
He
Well,
gets
I'm
off of the tark, and he's like, "I will show you the hunt."
Yeah. Let's do this.
And he kind of glides
doesn't-
down the hill because
Confident.
he's a lattice. They tend to fly around all the time.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna bugger off as soon as things get hairy.
Don't worry, it's not going to get hairy. They have shells. Okay, so
All
everybody's going down in the gully. Okay.
Yep, right in the line of fire.
I don't know. I am.
It's the worst
Sure.
idea ever. Yeah.
Okay, so you all head down there, and as you get down to the bottom, you see multiple boulders rolling down towards you.
Multiple.
Hey, that's more than 2.
It is way more than 2.
Lied. You lied.
From one side, the one's coming at you, Noob Deeb, there's 4 of them.
What?
The other 2 of you each have 3 rolling at you.
Each? Oh, gosh.
Each?
Yes, there are 10 of them in total.
Holy cow.
I jump up and
3
jump on
hordes.
and do one of those log things.
Of 3 or 4.
They start digging.
So, what do you want to do? They're coming down towards you. You will get to defend yourself, as you always do. But what do you actually want to do? You're going to basically try to, do the plan of engaging them once they attack you?
I think the plan is
Yeah.
needs to be kind of adjusted. There's 8 more than I thought there were.
Good thing I brought my jetpack.
That's 4 times as many. Or 5 times.
I look at our
sorry.
guide and I'm like, oh, it's just normal.
So what do you do? Somebody tell me what they do in order.
Dodge.
Your order.
All right, let me look at my character sheet. I am going to.
Get the fuck out of the way.
I mean, have we changed our mind? Are we not going to try to fight? Are we in full retreat?
No way.
So yeah, you can run. You can just wait for the attack to come in and just do your defense.
Yeah, I want to try and so.
You can try to
There's got to be an equivalent of bracing a spear, but with our crazy
Yeah, you take an advantageous position and then you'll get advantage. So you take a defensive position as you move around. You take a defensive position and then you
form a phalanx. Brace for charge. Hold.
Okay. I dodge.
That's not holding.
Yeah. I know.
So you're trying to get advantage on the defense.
Yeah.
Right? And what are you doing, Paul?
I'm dodging.
So you're running. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. What are you doing?
We got to attack after they attack.
We can run away, and then when they actually catch up to them, which they will,
That's fine.
they're fucking
That's
fast.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine.
What are you doing, Zatol?
I think you guys should run and lure each of your groups towards each other, and then at the last moment, both of you dive to the side, and then they smash into each other.
Yay.
I think that would be fun.
I got a banana peel.
And
So
probably
are you planning on? Are you all planning on engaging them in melee once they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, isn't that the way people normally engage them, or do we normally engage them with lasers?
You do whatever you want.
Well, then
there's
I'll
more
probably
than you
be.
thought there were, so
Yeah,
you were
I'm
planning
I'm
originally.
cool.
Zatol, you haven't said what you're going to do yet.
I'll just shoot at the 3 coming for me, I guess.
Okay. So, okay.
Well, I'll try something different, and then see who's less dead.
Okay, so you're the only one doing an actual standard action that requires it. Everyone else is doing a basically a free action and waiting to do their defense like the guide suggested. So you can go ahead and try to shoot them. So difficulty is 6.
Ooh. Scheiße.
But don't they come down and roll?
That's awesome, because then I gain a charm.
That's right.
This is all part of my strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Your tragedy? It's all part of your tragedy.
I mean, tragedy.
Tragedy.
Okay, awesome. So you shoot at them, and we'll start with you for the attacks. So you're being attacked by a group of boulders, and Voltar as well turns and shoots you point blank with his weapon. He basically stabs you with his lance.
Because they know who we are, basically.
What, that bastard shot you?
Yeah, they know who we are.
Difficulty 7.
Mm.
Because he's basically teaming up with a bunch of boulders to attack you.
Oh my gosh.
Who's he shooting?
Zatol.
You're welcome.
So they're coming at you, and you're you shoot, you totally miss, and then he's pointing he grabs his lance and extends, and he stabs at you with it while these things are rolling down at you. So
that should be a surprise attack.
Either you can dodge or you can use your shield.
How could he? It's like a surprise attack. He doesn't even know that's coming, right?
Who? The guide?
Zatol doesn't know that's coming.
No, he's defending himself against the multiple foes. He still defends himself.
Okay.
So you can use your shields or you can dodge everything. And the reason it's 7 is because it's his skills plus his tags plus the fact that he's basically someone else is also attacking you simultaneously.
This is a bad idea.
I think I will dodge, and I'm gonna use a charge for my fast trait.
Okay, sure. Because you were so you shoot and then you just kind of start to run, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Fucker.
It's not.
Could have been worse.
And that's -1.
Ugh.
Okay, so you're going to take I get 1 for this because 0 is enough to get that. So you're going to take 3. Oh, because of that too. You take
I'm
4
also telling.
damage.
Okay.
So,
And how does my armor work to?
okay, so you can mark 1 combat armor to take up 3 of those, and the second combat armor to take up another 3.
Ouch. Okay, that's a lot of armor.
So you basically
I'm
get-
also telling Dell to cancel the credit card payment on this Safari tour. We're going to dispute those charges.
He's like, if you think it's time to do that, okay. So you guys see this as you're about to get hit by these things. These 3 round things come rolling over him, and he gets stabbed by this guy right through 2 layers of combat armor on his outer shell with this lance, which is like this. It's like a Rimtech piece of equipment. It's a phase lance.
What are you doing?
Okay, so who wants to defend next? Audie?
It's not my fault.
Am I gonna have to do it? Well, okay, I'm dodging, right?
Yep, dodge, or you can probably use your shields.
Well, am I? So I don't have to roll for that first time. When I dodged the first time.
No, this is the dodge. This is.
Okay.
I just asked if you were doing a standard action, and most people were no. I'm actually going to tweak some sort of standard action, I think, later to allow you to give yourself a bonus to defense for going full defense. But let's just say you get a bonus for full defense. You get an extra die.
Okay.
From the environment, because you're looking for that, and you get an extra die from the full defense. You get 2 extra dice. We're going to use that as our temporal because I missed this. And the difficulty for dealing with these creatures is where is it? Is 4.
Okay.
It's a trap.
Someone posted a YouTube.
It's a trap.
There you go.
Okay, so you, unlike your friend here, managed to defend yourself. You dodge out of the way, and they wheel around towards one of your other teammates. Okay, Nudib, you are defending yourself directly. You also get the 2 bonus dice. For one for location, the other one because you said you took a covered location, and one for the full defense.
So two
on top of your shields, right?
I thought I was just doing endurance.
You can't do endurance. Doesn't work that way.
What?
That's for like dealing with like high pressure
melee?
areas or something. That's not
Melee then.
That's for holding your PP in.
Shields, eh?
Yep. Field dynamics shields.
Man,
Somebody never wants to use his less good skills ever.
Yeah,
And it would be kinetic deflector would be the shield mod you'd have to use.
I feel like these things should just all have dice in them. It's like who buys these things then doesn't like know how to use them.
They're extra mods that you're adding to things.
Oh my god.
It allows you to use shields. You couldn't use them at all without it. And you're shitty at it because you refuse to put dice in it.
Principle, man. It's principle.
You could dodge instead.
Alright, and it's two
that
bonus
would be athletics.
Dice?
You get two bonus dice, yes.
That would be parkour.
And the difficulty is 4.
Alright. Doing it. Oh.
Okay, so you take take 2 plus 4 damage as well.
No problem.
So that's should take up 2 of your combat armors if you have it. No, you don't have enough combat armor to soak that.
What?
You took caustic coating instead of combat armor.
Oh, that's what I normally have, yeah.
And you took pressure shell on your ship suit for some reason.
This is just my default.
Oh.
But, yeah, you're right. I didn't change it, so...
So that means you should
I don't
just...
even know how to mark this.
Okay, so instead, you can just take the 1 resilience condition slot.
Where is that? Oh, there. Like that? Or mark the shield?
Mark the shield.
That one there.
No, you don't have that one. Because your species doesn't have special resilience.
Ew. Alright.
If you would have played a lattice, they do. They have that and the ability to fly, that's it.
Wow.
Okay, so that was...
I thought that... Don't they have like a +1 to backstab?
Oh, only against you. Okay, it comes around to your turn. What are you guys going to do? You've been betrayed and you're under attack by a horde of boulders. Who wants to go first and what do they want to do?
Can we group up and I can try to cloak everybody? Because that's like one thing I'm pretty good at.
Cloaking would be kind of hard to do right in front of people. I mean, you could do it, maybe.
A lot of people looking at us, right?
But you will get a disadvantage for doing it directly in front of people. And then you'd have to, like, move. And then you have to move together. The reason you could do everybody before is because you expanded the shield, which is fine. But then you kind of moved together and you were far away. You weren't trying to move at close quarters.
Oh, okay. So that's not a
Like,
good
you're
run
in
like
melee right now with this guy. He's, like... stabbed you 5 seconds ago, and he's got his lance out.
Just kill that fucker.
Do it.
Kill him. You could talk to him. You could run away. All sorts of things you could do.
Does it take my full action to just like ask him why he's doing this?
No, you can talk. As long as you're not like rolling to try to like actually engage in Discord, you could be like, "Why are you doing this?" That's fine. Is that what you say?
I'm definitely shouting that. Yeah.
Okay, so as he's stabbing, you're like, "What the fuck? Why are you doing this?" And he's like, "You're here to stop the Marquis." That's what he says.
Then I guess
lie.
This is what happens when you fail your
no.
pretending to be somebody else. Walk right in and manage to fail a bunch of other shit and basically end up with obviously a Maquis agent as your guide into the jungle.
It's good we can capture this guy.
Yeah, see, this is good.
So
we found what we were looking for.
He's basically engaged you in melee combat. The obvious thing would be to punch him back, but you might not be great at the obvious thing.
I'm just gonna die if we continue on that direction.
I'm definitely gonna run over.
You could dodge and tell me to shoot him.
Yeah, you're currently being attacked by more. I think Audie is actually not being attacked by anything. The other two are wheeling around. They're actually unfolding. So what's happening right now, as you guys start this round, is he's basically shouted at what he's shouting at you, and he's wielding this device at you. So he's about to punch you again, stab you. All of the boulders have unfolded, and so what you see is while their backs were like this gray, rocky-like material, you see it's like this segmented shell. They unfold, and they have these like little tentacly things and mandibles out, and then they have like 6 little limbs that kind of stick out with kind of sharp nails on them, and they're kind of rising up on their back legs and trying to attack you. And they're kind of in their little groupings because obviously they're stock characters, but they're pretty tough ones. So,
and they're attacking us and ignoring him, or
you don't know who the other group is moving towards. I don't know if you paying that much attention to it, but that other group could be moving towards him. The one that wheeled off of Audie, because he defended well enough, they lost track of him, so they're wheeling around to attack someone else. But you're not sure what their vector is. They're trying to keep rolling for as long as they can until they actually get someone down. Obviously, he knows what he's doing. He's a bit of a hunter, so he knows how to like kind of avoid them. And during a bear attack's the best time to kill your boss. Or
is that some Canadian saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
it's a union slogan we use in Canada all the time.
Oh my god, a union slogan. Shoot us.
During a bear attack, it's the best time to kill your boss.
I like it.
It's from the rum running days.
Nice. Sweet.
So, if you don't want to go first, who does?
Well, I'll go. I'm going to kill me one of these things if it's the last thing I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Very
Attack.
well could be.
Yeah, who cares about the Marquis We're going to kill these things.
So you're being attacked by 4 of them. They've unfolded and they're attacking you.
I'm taking out the lead one because...
There's one with a little Napoleon hat on or something. It shows he's the leader. They seem quite armored. Like, it's going to be quite difficult, so...
No, I'm hitting him in the soft spot. I waited.
Okay.
So
go ahead. Attack them. You're in melee from the sounds of it.
No, away weaponry.
So you're trying to back off and shoot them.
I'm not trying to back off. I'm in point blank range.
Okay. That sounds like melee, but okay.
Well,
if you engage them in melee, then your win includes their attack. If you try to shoot them, they are attacking you, and you will also have to defend yourself. That's the difference. So you can totally shoot them point blank, but you're not taking care of their attack with your attack. That's the difference between shooting and shooting has the advantage of range. So if you're attacking like one of these creatures at a distance where it can't catch you, like you run up this hill and then shoot at them, then you're not going to get attacked at all.
Okay, so I'm using melee, but describing it as I'm using my...
Yeah, but you're still using the melee skill. Athletics
I'm using
and
the melee skill
specialty.
because that's what I'm doing. I'm not as good at it using it this way, but if I want to spend a charge and get the extra damage, I can still use it and use it with my disruptor targeter because I'm using the weapon.
You always use your disruptor targeter when you're attacking something at like with your multi-tool.
Right. It's only if I'm using like say some archaic weapon. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, got it. Now I understand.
Yeah, so you don't have to use you don't have to be shooting just to use your multi-tool.
Gotcha.
Because it's like imagine like it's like almost like a square pistol or like a punching dagger or something.
Yeah, no. I get that part. I just, for whatever, I had a disconnect in my head between melee skill and I thought it was all away weaponry. I'm going to be loading up my melee skill from now on. Assuming I make it out of this fight.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe you can move one of your specialties into shield mechanics. I don't know. From away weaponry.
Maybe, yeah. All right, so for advantage, I'm going to burn a charge. Boosh.
Okay.
And that... Gotta hate that thing disappears every time I do. Okay, so that gives me 1...
Okay, and it is 4 difficulty.
Boom.
1 success. Okay, let's see what we got going on here.
I'll take it.
Okay, so they're still pretty armored, by the way.
You said they unfolded.
Yeah, well, maybe that's just bullshit, or maybe my game doesn't really work to do that very well. Anyways, so they have multiple resilience slots. So that's the cool thing is you'll be doing resilience, which is 5. It's 5. So you're with your 1 plus your 2 for your weapon.
Right.
Are doing 3 points of damage, which takes out 1 of their resilience. Spending your charge will not increase it beyond 1 anyways, so there's no point.
No point.
Okay. So you will be getting an advantage die next time you attack them.
Okay.
Okay. So they attack at you. You kind of, what do? Describe how you dodge and not get hurt at the same time as you hurt them.
I duck and weave.
Okay, so they're like smashing into each other and stuff.
It's
maybe?
way more fluid. Yeah, I'm using their size against them.
Okay, because they're massive. These are 300 kilogram massive creatures, and they're just trying to smash on you and stuff. They're not. I mean, they can roll and then they attack, but they seem to be. Yeah. Anyways, who's next? Audie, do you want to go next? You are not currently being attacked.
I got an opening.
Take out the traitor.
You have an opening.
Knock him out.
So where am I? Where could I?
You guys are all in like the same zone. Like pretty much everybody's in the same zone right now because you're all down in this gully, and they all came in on you at the same time. Right. This one group is spinning around. They're just actually in the adjacent zone and heading back in to attack one of you others, but they're not attacking you. They weren't attacking Noob Deeb. They may be attacking Zatal or his attacker. It's hard to tell.
I think I'm going to go to the aid of Zatal and attack the Marquitaru guy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're attacking just him.
So yeah, I barrel at him, just full on sprint, and I'm gonna smash his face and my multi-tool.
Okay, so you just turn around, you jump at him, and fucking Superman punch him with it.
That's right.
Cool. Let's roll that. See how it works. So you're rolling your melee skill.
Yeah.
And you can use your disruptor targeter if you wish.
I will. So I'm gonna do burn 1. Okay, so. Okay, it just gives me 1, right? And what's the difficulty?
And his difficulty, he's actually really dangerous, so his difficulty is 4.
Okay.
Because he's not really fighting you.
Right.
He's currently attacking Zatal. So you're coming up behind, so his fighter tag doesn't really help him. If you had a defender tag, it totally would, but...
Okay. Alright, here it comes. Bam!
Ooh, that's a lot of dices. You roll all the failures. Look at all those failures, man.
I know.
All those
one
misses,
net.
you have 4 misses.
Dude,
One net.
the odds were all, and yet no.
The odds were ever in your favor, and you still managed to roll all the misses. But you rolled almost all the successes, so
But I got
there
one
you
hit.
go. So you are currently doing 3 points of damage. That will take out his armor.
Nice.
If you spend a charge on your
Mhm.
charged pulse,
Okay.
you can up that to 4 and instead take out a resilience. He has 2 of them because of his species, by the way.
Yeah, I probably should do that.
Which means you get advantage. Anybody attacking him will get advantage on it.
Yeah,
They get an
I'll
extra
do
die. Okay.
Do it.
So you bypass his armor. So you're like, how do you do that? What happens?
I take like I'm like running, right, and I jump up in the air and I just wow, right down the top, right in his face.
Yeah, so you just avoid his armor by punching him in the face with your weapon.
Right, just
So-
too fast.
The front of your multi-tool has got this like pulses shooting out of it, and you're just like basically
Bam.
punching him in the face with a punchy lightsaber.
Cool.
And he is he looks quite hurt, like his face is all crushed in a little bit, like his nose looks like it's busted,
Take him alive.
which is
Yeah.
really bad because his skin is hard, right? Because they have carcinogenic, they have calcified skin, so you basically actually crack a chunk of his
Nice.
face and his nose and everything, and he's
And
like,
I say in French, I stand over and I say in French, so do you want more of that?
The difficulty in taking him alive is gonna. As soon as he goes down, they're gonna eat him. So how do we get him? How do we get him out of here alive? I'm not
We
seeing
don't
it.
need to get him alive, just his ICOM link or whatever to track down where he.
Or, he runs and we follow.
Except
Yeah.
he flies, so it's not going to be easy to follow.
Got any tracker things on him?
You got a whip.
Put a little device.
you didn't prep anything for that sort of thing.
Oh,
No.
yes, we did.
Yeah, we'll pay
Well,
2
we're
stress
blazing
and
the
we'll
dark.
flash back.
I
to,
flash back right now.
Okay, so Zatol, what are you doing?
Well, this is as good a chance as I'm going to get to hit this guy. So,
Coup de
Okay,
grace.
but you're being engaged by 2 bads right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're being engaged by a whole group,
Um,
so you got a stock character and him attacking you right now. You can fight them. You can basically be fighting them all. It's just gonna make it hard. So yeah. you
Yeah,
can
I'm
definitely
going to try to injure him because
punch.
I'm
Okay.
kind of following up on, my teammates set me up. Adi's hopefully given me an opening, and you say he's injured, right? So that gives me an advantage, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll just be using my shields to try to protect myself, I guess.
If you're doing a melee attack, you don't have to defend yourself.
Well, from the
Well, they're technically working together to.
I don't know. Okay, yeah.
So if they're
I don't know.
combined-
Whatever you tell me to do, but I'm
No,
going to try to.
he gets an advantage for basically be working with the creature to attack you.
Okay.
So you only ever do like 1 defense kind of thing in this game at per turn. Okay, cool.
God, I'm really terrible at this.
Melee?
Yeah. Because I don't have anything in my multi-tool.
Yeah, you're not very good at melee. I don't think you're very good at shooting things either. You could go into full defense.
I'm
We've
a
already
little bit better at shooting things.
So am I.
Yeah, but then they're going to be attacking you as part of that.
Mine. Oh, right. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I guess that's why I was hoping I could use my shields.
You could just full defend. We've already decided that that's going to give you an extra... It gives you an extra die.
Or you could shoot mine and I'll shoot yours.
Well, he still has to... He'll still be taking the attack. He's not going to get the extra advantage for full defense.
No, but he'd get to use his shield mechanics, defense, and his shooting, which is slightly better than melee. Melee. However you pronounce it.
So I can't shoot and use my shields for defense? It's one or the other?
No, you can't. So, here's what I'm saying. If you use your standard... Remember, you got a standard and a compelled task. If you use your standard task to help your compelled task, it gives you 1 extra die. If your positioning that you described at the beginning of the turn, when you were moving around and stuff, and you could change that sort of thing, you can also gain advantage from the situation. That's why they got 2 advantage when they were doing full defense earlier. But you can just gain 1 right now, because you can't really change your position very easily. You're in melee combat. But you can just, defense up and gain 1 extra die, don't do a standard task, and then we go straight to your defense.
Yeah, no, I'll go ahead and just shoot him, and
then
I'll defend myself. Yeah.
If you do melee attack, you're taking care of the defensive action as part of your melee, so you just do your melee, and it would also include your defense. Because melee is
Yeah, but I don't want to use my melee from a defense.
That's fine.
This is gonna be terrible.
Okay,
yeah.
So shoot.
I'm get it. Okay.
I was just explaining it because you asked.
Yep. It's making sense.
Okay, so your difficulty, because you're attacking just him, is 5.
Okay, but Audie succeeded, so I get a bonus from that.
Oh yes,
right?
he is injured, so your difficulty is 5, and you get one advantage from that, from his injury.
Okay.
So you roll your die, add an advantage, and take difficulty 5.
I seem to recall just your teammate succeeding on their die.
Yes,
what was that?
Yes, that is true. You are coordinating. You get an advantage.
That's the term, coordinating.
So you get your coordinating die plus your resilience. Good call. I forgot.
Nice job.
To be decent in a fight, I need all the help I can get.
Christoph conveniently forgot.
I'm sorry. I was explaining a bunch of other things, and it took time.
A GM conspiracy.
Okay, difficulty 5, you said?
Yes, because you're a fighter and you're directly fighting him personally. He's fighting you.
That's a responsible player right there.
You fucking hit, man! Look at that! There you go. You prove the 57% chance on an even dice. Excellent. Okay, cool. So you do 3 points of damage, which will take out his armor, unless you have a charge to spend, and then you could take out a resilience slot, which would mean that everyone would get 2 extra dice when attacking him.
Yeah, alright.
Do you have charge pulse? You do not have charge pulse.
Oh, I see. Charge.
So you'd have to spend 2 charge on your charged pulse to do it. That's an expensive thing to do.
Yeah.
But you can. It's up to you.
God, that would really put the hurting on him.
It would. But it would drain you up for the immediately after shield attack you're gonna take.
I'm all out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend it because I'd rather this fight is short.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Okay. So
don't say it like that, Christoph. It's worth it.
You take out his. You basically give him another huge injury. You're so you draw out your weapon, and where do you shoot him? How do you shoot him? Describe it for me. It's like a shot to the...
Some also bypassing his armor.
Yeah, he's wearing like kind of like a...
Does he have a spot in his back where for the wings to come out? Maybe
His
I'll
arms
nail him
are
there.
wings. He got wing arms, so maybe you shoot him in the arm. Because
Sure.
they don't tend to wear a lot of armor on their arms, because otherwise, it can't fly properly with that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you like shoot him in the shoulder, like just past the edge of his like body armor, and he kind of screams. He looks, and you see like the white, it like shatters like porcelain statue kind of thing, and so it's all broken, and you see the kind of like cyan blood like on his face, kind of coming out. It's pretty gruesome. And you have to defend yourself though, because you shot him. He stabs you. And, so you are going to take... You have to defend yourself against him. And these monsters. These terrible, terrible boulders. So, 5... 6...
You're fine.
Yeah, it's 6 difficulty.
Oof. Yikes.
But, 6 difficulty. And when did the damage from... That came this round, so none of the bonuses help you. The other bonus probably shouldn't have helped you either. Okay. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, so... You are... I think your only choice is to take the... Because you're taking 3 damage plus 2 is 5. So you pretty much have to take a resilience slot. So when you're rolling, don't forget you're taking an extra damage. Or extra difficulty. Next round. Okay, and the rollers, the other rollers, roll up on him.
Oh, no.
And hit him.
No.
So they do... who wants to roll for them? They're
Exetor should.
essentially helping you. Okay, so...
Sure.
You get...
They're coordinating with me, so they get an extra day.
Yep. So...
Do they really?
Yeah, you're all attacking the same group. So,
The timing was perfect.
you get 4 dice versus his 4. Okay, so they just kind of wing him as they go by and miss. He gets a little hit in on them. And, okay. So, next round. Who's going first? So, at the end of this round, he's kind of just got run over. Those things are unfolding a little ways away because they got hit. And, they, which one's good? So, the monster, the boulders look like they're actually trying to leave this round.
Oh, I'll let them.
They're leaving.
Yeah, they're trying to run away.
They're just defending themselves, really. I mean, they're animals. So we can
Well, you
probably
guys did
attack them.
damage to them, and they're to all of them except you did damage to 2 of the groups, but not the other. But they're still trying to leave because the other ones are trying to leave. So they make this weird sound. It's this kind of rumbling sound. Maybe it's made by their shells grinding together or something. And the ones who got hit made this sound as soon as you hit them, and then the one that isn't hit makes a sound in response, and they all start to try to leave. What do you guys do? It's your turn now. He is. Oh, and he's getting up and he's turning towards you, and he's kind of backing away, and he looks like he might be trying to leave as well.
Yeah, we can't let him take flight.
Stop him! Yeah, I still want to kill one of these things, though. Well, I'm going to kill one of these things.
I want to put him out of commission.
Don't do anything that stops them from retreating. We need to find like an isolated one, not a group of.
I know there was one that I hurt before, right?
You hurt, but you basically did armor damage to them. You did. You hurt them. They're injured, but you didn't take one out. You didn't do that much.
We need to stop this guy from leaving.
So who's going first? Tell me what you're doing.
Someone needs to. I think I need to threaten him to.
Well, can we get like a tractor?
Yeah, you could try to.
How do you like somebody grapple him? With the multi-tool.
Yeah, you can use you can basically use a tractor pulse to try to like grab him and hold him there. He might try to attack you, but
fine.
Somebody do that. Who's got good tractor?
If you coordinate, if someone does something before you do that, you could shoot him and then do that if you want, or punch him and then do that. If your end game is to capture him, that would be the easiest.
Yeah.
He's trying to get away?
Yes.
He's starting to back away. Because he's like, oh crap, I'm being attacked and I'm quite hurt. And
Zatol is telling me to leave these things alone and help.
Yeah, we got to focus on this guy for now. We can go hunting.
Give me the order, because I totally want to.
No, I'm definitely. Let these ones go. There'll be plenty more opportunities to take one of them out.
Yeah,
we got a marquee here. That's our real prey.
The only thing I can think of is hit him again.
Well, I think you're probably our best with the tractor too, though, aren't you?
I'm pretty good. I'm all right. Yeah.
You're the tractor guy, because if I fight him, I'm probably going to kill him.
Okay.
He's not that close to being dead, is he? Because he still has
armor, and he still has integrity and vitality. Vitality, if you take that out, he's dead.
Fine.
Yeah, his armor and his integrity. Yeah. So you're a pretty good shot. You shoot him.
I'm going to shoot.
Hopefully succeed. If you fail, I'll take a shot to hopefully succeed.
All right. Then I will scream in frustration as I shoot him in order to convince him that he stand the fuck down and not fly away. Because I can shoot him while he's in the air, and that's going to hurt more.
Okay, so he's just backing off, and like he's trying to get away. Like he's moved his arm kind of looks hurt, but he's still backing away. Like he wants to.
Don't even move. Don't even breathe, dirtbag.
Don't move.
So you get 2 dice because we're now in the new round.
2 dice
advantage? For his injuries.
Yes.
And you are using your skill, and then the difficulty is still is 4. He's not fighting you, he's trying to run away. Okay, you shoot his ass.
I'm good at this.
Shoot his ass.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna do you do enough that it's definitely gonna flow into his integrity, which takes up 7 points, so there's no way you can do more than you're already doing.
I take it.
Because you're doing 5, so unless you have more than 2 on your charge pulse, which you don't. Okay, cool. You don't have any points to spend. Oh, that's how these sheet. You have a sheet. Charge pulse.
I only have 2.
It would cost you a lot to do it. Anyways, cool. So he takes a serious injury. You basically shoot him in the. Where do you shoot him that bypasses his armor and does so much damage?
Jeez.
Oh, it's because I have a trick that I do. It's like this ancient technique that I've altered for modern weaponry. I mimic it, but it's basically like feathering. Like on the old 6-shooters, but it's basically style. I basically rapid fire in the same spot, actually just takes a really steady aim.
So what you're describing as feathering is maybe what you do is, because the pulse normally takes like the shortest route to the target as possible along space-time, right? But you kind of guide it slightly different directions so that the shortest route is like right around him, and you basically hit him in the back of the head.
Hit him in the back. Nice.
So it kind of just, you kind of like shoot this way, and it goes whoop, whap, right in the backside of the head, and he's like, oh, and he falls.
Yeah,
so I
take
think
that.
he's probably not going to get away particularly easily. He's quite hurt. Audie, were you going to do something? Or does Zatal want to do it?
Do you want to go first, Zatal?
No, because we got the coordination going with that success, so...
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're going to get 3 dice, and your difficulty is 2.
Okay. I think I got this.
Because he's death spiraling.
Okay.
Oh, and make sure if you have any extra difficulties, you're taking them into account. Because there's some injured people here. Did you take them into account, Nodeep?
What's that?
You're injured, right?
Your injury.
Oh. Do I need to roll...
you need to roll an extra 6-sided, sorry.
Oh, it's alright.
You forgot. You have to pay attention to that. I can't track everybody's injuries.
/ roll 1d6.
Yeah. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Cool.
It hit the threats 2, right? I get 3 plus 3.
Yeah.
All right.
If you do not succeed, it's a sad day for you.
Sad day for us. 3. Oh, thank you.
Okay. So you basically, you hit him with pulses, and you keep pulsing, and he's basically strapped to the ground.
Yeah.
And the creatures roll up, and they start rolling back down the next hill. They get over the kind of, because you got the hills coming down like this from 3 sides, and then it's slightly up, and then down, or slightly lower, and they go down the lower one, and then go down further.
Majestic creatures, really.
They like easier prey. They like prey that doesn't fight back.
Yeah.
That's why they're hard to kill.
Beautiful. They're beautiful.
High armor, plus they're cowards.
Okay.
They just want to live, man. They just want to live.
So you have captured a member of the Marquis de Rue.
That's right.
And you're in the jungle with him alone. And he is real injured. You are also, at least a couple of you, rather injured yourselves. What are you guys going to do now?
I mean, is he secured? I mean, if we disarmed him and...
You're secured till, like, you can basically, you could... Problem is you don't really have binders or something, so you're not bounty hunters. But you can kind of take away... His weapon's, like, been knocked away and that sort of thing, so Audie could point a gun at him and tell him not to move, kind of thing.
I mean, how hard is it to, like, take his armor away?
You want to take his armor off? Okay, you take his armor off. He's got no armor.
Yeah, I mean, I just want him defenseless.
Okay, so you strip this. You have this, like, naked statue person, except he's covered in, like, cyan blood and cracks.
And then...
Like shit.
Can I bring the ship out here, Captain?
You could bring the ship over.
I imagine going back into town with a captive like this?
We have no authority to take captives. We're not just talking out loud. This is like private channels about this stuff. Like, we're not authorized to capture anybody. He's not coming back to town.
You could. Why don't you somebody do some research and look up the actual rules on this for the area?
Sure.
Well, it's a real shame, but he got surprised by one of these boulders, and he.
I mean, probably. Okay, yeah. I'm looking up what the rules would be. Is it research roll?
Cover his body.
Yes, it is.
difficulty.
You could use politic instead, just to kind of know what the general rules of the area are, which would be politic administration.
That's what I took my extra die out of to put it in research. Difficulty?
It's pretty much tourist information. I'm just making you do it because you can totally get it wrong and stuff, but I think it's like a 1. Boom! So you get to charge your reactor. Okay,
that happened. Wow.
You find basically the precise rules on it. So you're not required to. They don't give bounty hunter licenses. Bounty hunters aren't really a thing. They're kind of casual. And Finvar doesn't really have rules on bounty hunters or not. There's that. With that, you actually found that there is a group of people who kind of pushed against those laws being made. Maybe the corporation or whatever. You don't find that particular piece of information. That would take a lot of research to try to figure out what the hell is going on in faction politics. But there were several things trying to push laws like that. They got shut down. And Finvar City has police that do not like it, but in holds like this, it would be up to the hold personnel to decide if they're going to take it aside or not.
Right.
So if you walk in, it's kind of Wild Westy. You don't have to have a bounty hunter license. You couldn't have one anyways.
Yeah.
Sosparetta doesn't give bounty hunter licenses on any of its colonies or settlements or worlds or anything. So Sosparetta doesn't have that as a thing. XMI gets them out all the time. The other groups do. So you're kind of in an area where they're not given away. The planet doesn't have any rules against them. But it's pretty much you are kidnapping people, and they would have to decide what to do about you. So that's the general rules.
We'd have to bribe.
Yeah, too bad you blew all your money.
So which is why I'm asking, do we want to just
I mean, the other option is we just have our ship come pick us up and we take him off planet.
Yeah,
you could totally do that. There's only one other issue to that. A Corvette flying over the island, coming out here where you're capturing a marquee might get noticed. That's the thing that could happen. I'll make you roll against that.
Yeah, it definitely could. That's why you're gonna fly it casual.
Or you can
totally do that.
You could also. There's the other vehicle you have. You could bring the launch out here. It would not be noticed because it's a car.
Right. We just bring the launch, smuggle him onto our ship, and take off with him.
Yeah, that I won't even make you roll for that because unlike a freaking starship, which is going to get noticed. I mean, they're not big starships on this world, but they're still Corvettes. They're pretty much one of the bigger starships you can have.
Yeah, but which is more exciting?
Yeah, no, I think
I'm
just
giving
the
you
plan.
options. You guys get to make plans, not me.
No, I know.
So, what do you want to do?
Let's do that. And while you're piloting
the shuttle
over to pick us up, I will patch our injuries. What injuries do we all have? What are the?
Your pilot is injured, and we'll get a negative. So you might want to patch it first.
Well, I should probably patch myself first because.
Yeah, patch yourself.
That'll make me worse at patching. Then I'll patch you.
No, don't patch me. I'm driving.
Well, you're gonna wait to drive until after you're patched.
Oh, fine.
Okay.
Don't patch and drive.
So Adi pretty much has a gun to this guy, and he's basically sitting there, not talking, sitting on the ground, half naked.
Just try it. Just try it. I want you to.
Yeah, we'll get him on our ship before we really get into the interrogation, I think.
So, by the way, the Torques, they took off during the combat because they didn't really like all the shooting.
Because they're smarter than we are?
Yeah.
All right, what's involved with?
Okay, so that's a medical
Patching.
task. So you're doing biosciences medicine. So we're talking biosciences medicine, and you can use your med tool to increase the possibility of doing well. Pretty much, it's pretty easy though, because what you're doing is you're going against a stead difficulty, and then you're healing a certain amount. And if you heal anything, it will definitely fall in that, because if he has multiple injuries, it starts getting a lot harder. Like, you need to actually get more. So you only need to heal. If you heal him by 1 point, you will heal him. So let's look at. You just need a 1, really. And it removes a 4 damage condition. And a patch is used. If you fail, you still patch, but you use more patches to do so.
Okay. So what's the difficulty?
The difficulty is 4. So you can use your charge if you want, but difficulty it's 4, and you get 1 extra difficulty for being injured.
Crap.
I can't even see it. -1. Okay.
No.
Okay, so
Says that probably still uses a patch, I assume.
okay, so okay, so I have to put this in there too.
Well, we may just have to wait till we're back at the ship.
Okay, so you
to heal up.
You heal him. You heal yourself, but you take 2 patches.
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Which sucks because they're expensive.
Yeah, that does suck.
Okay, now you can try Noob Deeb.
You slipped and you wasted the first one.
Anybody want to slip me a charge for this one?
I wish I could. I don't have any.
Noob Deeb could.
Since you're doing it on me, sure.
And remember, when you're flying the launch, you're using your charge.
Oh, I'm not going to need charge.
Probably not, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. But
you were the same amount of injury as me, right? So it's the same difficulty.
He just also has a resilience. It's 4 difficulty, and if you get any positive, you will succeed, and a single patch will be taken.
And I passed you a charge, so
there you go.
Yep.
So you're cured, Noob Deeb. So unclick the shield and add a patch.
Add a patch. Boosh.
Right below. There you go. Perfect. Lovely. Okay, cool. So you're sitting there giving first aid. Audie, are you just kind of watching this guy? He's not saying anything right now.
Yeah, just keeping my eye, not going anywhere.
Give him the eyeball.
He doesn't want to get shot and murdered.
Mm-hmm. Murder, death, kill.
If you shoot him at all, he just dies.
I'm glad he's smart.
Or rebirths, but he'll probably rebirth. Actually, he is an Anagath, so.
Oh, I thought he was human.
No, he's a Lattice, and Anagath means that, like you guys, instead of dying, you rebirth when you get killed, and you don't age.
Weren't all Marquis human?
No.
No?
Not all.
Most of the ones you've seen are, yeah. This one was not.
Okay.
That's why he fooled you.
Yeah.
Because your racial profiling got you down. Okay, cool. So you take and you're flying the vehicle remotely across the planet towards you, right, Noob Deeb?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm listening to Magic Carpet Ride.
Am I like by myself with this dude?
No, he's
all
flying
3 of us are
remotely.
right here.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, so
Deeb has that far off look in his eye because he's looking at whatever the shuttle's seeing. But
so Is only one of you flying this remotely, or is someone manning the shields?
What's that?
Are you manning the shields at all of the launch?
Someone's gonna shoot it down.
Because
There's only
I
people
need
coming
a cloak
soon.
task.
Oh yeah, if we're gonna cloak it, then yeah, for sure, I would do that.
If you're not cloaking it, then I will just describe what happens.
Yeah, it's best to cloak it. They're probably
Yeah.
looking for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
also, I wonder if Audie could also like hack or sneak into his communications, because this guy's probably like talking to his pals.
He doesn't have a link. He does have a device, but
Oh,
when
he
you
doesn't?
took it, when you said you took his stuff off, I concluded you took everything off. So
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind.
they might be looking for you, which is one of the reasons I'm making you roll this.
Yeah.
I'm suggesting that you, if you want to be hidden, you probably want to be cloaked because they're probably looking for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So go ahead, roll
Um,
cloak difficulty 4.
And the launch does have a holoprojector, so if someone wants to give a charge to this,
Does it?
that would give me an extra die.
So-
Yeah, I just looked at it. Apparently, it does.
Yeah, I think we spent
Yeah,
that.
it does.
That was
So
on purpose.
But I don't have any charge, so but if somebody wants to give a charge
both you
to it,
and
we could.
Noob Deeb's reactors are basically looped in on the systems. You're taking the shield position, but you can use either person's very easily, and you can also transfer. So, do you guys have a charge to spend?
I only have one.
Audie can also provide one. Do you have more than one?
I don't have a charge.
Well, I think I'm gonna provide it one to the shields. I'll provide one to Zatal for the shields.
Okay.
For the holographic projector.
Yeah, that's what we were asking.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no. Instead of saving it for my piloting, because my piloting's pretty.
Your piloting's off the charts,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Okay,
totally
cool. So, difficulty 4, you get the hall projector, single die.
fine. There you go.
Okay, 2 for stealth. Okay. So, yeah. So you soon the launch comes. You probably loaded up your transport trailer so that you could all ride in it, and so it's floating and it comes right down, and you easily
Is it
land it.
pulse or grav drive for the shuttle?
Grav drive. You don't have to roll.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
No,
Cool.
it's actually no, because you're remote. Yeah, roll difficulty 1.
There's
It's
the
pretty
off-
easy. I wouldn't normally make you do this, but you're flying remotely, so.
Right. There you go.
Okay, so it comes down, perfect landing, right next to you, right behind the guys. You can load him up real super easy. Excellent job. Okay,
Perfect.
so you'll load up in the shuttle, or in the launch. It's not a shuttle. Shuttles are bigger. And space scale. Okay, so you load all up. You two in the front, Audie in the back with the prisoner.
Go for a ride.
You grab all his stuff,
Yep.
and you're flying out towards that. There are shuttles flying around looking for you.
Well, I bet.
You notice them as you're taking off, flying by. So
Nice.
you'll need to stealth to get back if you don't want to get noticed by shuttles. And remember, shuttles are space scale, so if you get hit, it's gonna really hurt. Because your
What do
launch
you mean?
isn't, and neither are you. You're away scale. So pretty much like you have to do dodging. Your shields can't do fuck all to defend against space scale weapons and that sort of thing.
Right.
So what's the difficulty going to be?
Difficulties 4.
Maybe
For
we should
what?
just land and hide.
To remain stealth?
Yeah. because you succeeded, but they were alerted.
Hello.
Okay. They don't find you. They still know you're out there somewhere, but they have no idea.
Nice.
Whoa. If you failed, they basically would have meant they were attacking, and he'd have to be dodging amongst the trees and shit. It would have been good times with his amazing skill. But good job. Okay.
With no charge burned either.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a nice roll, man.
Yeah,
Awesome. Okay, so you guys make it back to the ship and dock in your vehicle bay, in your launch bay, and you now have a prisoner that you're bringing aboard. You have all this stuff, so we can talk about looting that after next session, and I think we should call it there. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
seems good.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay.
I can't wait to rough this guy up.
I'll let you.
Oh, we could talk about getting a brig next time.
God, fuck! Shoot my captain in the back.
You guys keep taking prisoners. You guys are so like, we need a brig. We always want binders to capture everyone.
Yeah, we don't have anywhere to keep him.
Yeah, we need a bounty hunter kit.
Oakley dokley.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for playing, guys. See you next Monday, probably.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I
can't make this next Monday. No.
Okay.
We're going to another con. Jeez, man.
What's happening on Monday? Another con, like he says?
Just no, I'm going to be out of town that weekend, so I'm.
Do we want to?
I mean, in theory, I maybe would be making it home in time, but probably not. So.
Okay, so we'll skip next week then.
Cool. Okay. Unless we hear from Brian at last minute or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How early would you know, Brian? Like it is, did I catch a ride with my friend early kind of situation, or is it did I drive home in the crazy traffic fast enough I'll know like 4 seconds before we play?
I mean, I will be driving through LA, so I'm not gonna know. I'm not really gonna know when I'm gonna be home until fairly late, to be honest.
Right. Okay, we'll just cancel. So no session. I'll make sure it's non-event on my Twitch. And thanks for coming.
Cool.
See you guys in 2 weeks.
Good session.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, good one.
Bye.
Yep.